quick assembly of a kayak rack that I bought on Amazon. This is how it came, and we've already taken one out. These are the assembly instructions it came with. As you can see, they're not very good. The best thing to do is to lay it all out so you can see that you got it all. As you can see, there's two different size bolts. We'll show you why that's important in a minute. It comes with this 1/2-inch wrench, but if you have better tools, it's best to use those. So you take the smaller end and then this thing, and you make sure the track is face down. Slide it on, and then you take the bigger one and slide it in there, and then you slide this back over it so that the holes line up. This is where the size of your bolts are important. You take your 2 large bolts, and you stick them in the center, and then you take your 4 smaller bolts and you put them in each of the corners. You have 2 different types of nuts. You got one with a washer to lock it on and one without. The one with the washer you put on the 4 corners because you don't want it to fall off. The ones without the washer, you put on the center 2 because you're going to be moving them. So you have your plate and stick it on there, and then you make sure that the tracks line up, and then you take your washer, you put it on the corner bolts, put it on there, and then do the same for all the corners. So we decided to take the long bolts out so that we could tighten down these lock washers. You can't tighten them down by hand. So you can use the wrench that it came with, or you can use a socket wrench to get it done much faster. So I got them all tightened down. You want to make sure you tighten them in a crisscross pattern. And then on your bracket, you've got your little squares. Then you got squares on your nut, or on your bolt. You want to make sure that your bolt, this 2 squares line up so you can't turn it. Because if you don't, then it'll just sit there turning and you won't tighten anything down. So we've come outside of the car, and you're going to need your lower bracket and your non-locking bolt and 2 washers. And then you're going to need the wrench it came with, or a real wrench to get it done. So we put the lower bracket on the long nut, on the long bolt, and we put the non-locking nut on there. And you want to tighten, you don't want to tighten one all the way up. You want to tighten one up and then the other one, so you don't tighten it all the way so that it's not crooked. So we've got it all tightened down, and then you put your black handle on it so it doesn't come undone. And now the next step is just to load it up with a kayak. See, I've got it all lashed down, ready to go fishing.